Alright, what's up? I'm X-Factor, this is Minecraft, and today we're back in the tree house here. Or the tree houses, tree village as it were, because we're going to work on, well, some houses for the tree house, of course. I've got the bit of a foundation placed here. I want to try to get a little bit more color into it on the front sides that differentiate it from the tree trunk. So we're going to start with that, and I was thinking about jungle planks, because we got lots of them, and they're going to be much different. What if we do like that, and then put a fence there? What about leaves there? Let's try that. No, not fences. Leaves. That might look interesting. I want to see, let's get a door, because that'll make a ton of difference, because it's a different color too. And I want to avoid having all the wood colors. I already got birch in there too, so that may disappear. Well, it doesn't look too bad actually. Let's I only went in there because I knew I had a door, but I need a crafting bench now. So let's do this. Get a door. And if that's right against the tree trunk, I guess this one will be in the same spot. And get more jungle wood. Let's just do that. I can get more logs. I got tons of them. And like that, and then fences. Ooh, that's tricky. If we do like that, and fill this in, what looks better? It's gonna need some more to it than that, obviously. I think the fence looks better. I think we're gonna go with that. So let's get up there. How do I get up? What's the easiest way from up here? I think so. Yeah. Let's fill in this roof then. There we go. I don't actually care about filling it in from the inside so much, as long as it's a bit of an overhang on the outside, because that way it'll look more like it's built right into the tree. That should be okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that, and we'll see how that looks. I want that filled in like that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. So we're going to replace that, the fence. And then that's kind of cool. And then we can even put like a chest up there or something for more storage. And let's take care of the floor while we're here. Do I have a shovel? I don't. Is that any faster? No, but that has silk touch. Yeah, I've placed down all this half slab base underneath. It's kind of nice because I can change the surface and like the upper surface here or to anything, and it won't matter with the continuity on the bottom, and I don't see dirt on the bottom, which is very nice. Now I only have purple wool and black wool. We're going to do this with purple wool because I like purple. Let's do that. And place those down, and house number 1 is done. That's not bad. This is going to be like a little shop, I think, so we might put maybe a couple chests in here, stuff like that. Now, that's pretty cool. That is cool. It's like built into the tree. Yeah. I'm just looking at it now. Maybe I should have given it some depth. Oh well. Now, houses over here are going to be nice and simple. I already know exactly, already got in my head exactly what I want to do. We're going to do the same thing, which means I need jungle wood. Is do the exterior walls all jungle wood with a little bit of accent. That way they sort of blend in more when you're down at the ground. So jungle wood is in here. I got tons of it. Do I have any other blocks that might be interesting? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. So go back over here through the park. And I think what I'm going to do eventually, there's planting all kinds of trees around here. And I think my plan so far is to get everything to go in a ring and then maybe have things cross over. So like everything will be in a ring, so that tree will connect to that tree, will connect to that tree, but that tree may also connect to that tree. Or like a tree in the middle and then back to that tree. I don't know, but we don't want just one route all the way around. We want to be able to cross over. And then I tried planting that tree in the village too as a double tree, so we might do a spiral staircase up there, so we don't even have to worry about the villagers. But we're not there at this point. So let's do this. And then this is gonna be 3, 2, this is gonna be 2. Okay, but this is gonna get this extra little nook. Like that. I think that's okay. And then this house will go like that. Now I was thinking about using more of these leaves. How's that gonna look? Well, I don't have enough of them to do anything with. No, not there. Here can be just jungle wood, I think. Let's try that. And then that's got to be a log. These are going to be tiny houses. They're going to be little tiny attached houses. Duplex houses, I think it is. But yeah. So that can come like that. And I'm going to need more leaves, aren't I? Yes, I am. Let's go grab those. But that's not bad. That's not bad. Then we can put fences in like this. That's cool. And then like that. And then this guy will have a little nook for a chest or something, or I can even put a torch there for now. And then this guy will have a torch right there with that, and then he can have double doors. Yeah, I like that. I like that. It's really simple building these houses. It's nice. It is nice. Whoop. Come on. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I was thinking about what else to build up here. And I was thinking that I enjoy building buildings. Like shops and houses and stuff. What am I looking for? Leaves. Oak leaves. Those are... I don't have jungle leaves. Oh. Okay then. I guess that'll have to wait. Could have sworn I had more. Maybe I took them down into the cave. But I was thinking about what to do up here, because I like building houses and shops and such, like I said. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, is go back to building... Like, we can build a blacksmith up here, we can build an armor shop, that kind of stuff. Just kind of silly, useless stuff, but it doesn't... I don't want that there. But it'll be cool. So we got one house there, and we need, what, 4 more doors? Let's do that. Oh, did I pick up the crafting bench? I did. We're gonna put... Where can I hide a crafting bench? Let's just put it right there. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. Yeah. There we go. Oh, right. Wood. Let's do dark wood in this house. That might look neat, contrasted with the leaves and the logs. Dark wood, dark wood. There we go. Oh, yeah. I like that so much, I'm going to do that here as well. And yes, I know I'm wasting my axe, but it has silk touch. Oh, I missed right here. Do I have... Nah, whatever. Oh, here as well. Oh, right, because I just did it. It was on the leaves. So I left it. There we go. I didn't miss it. I just ignored it. And let's do that. There we go. That looks pretty cool, actually. I don't know. Let's try this. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Again, should have added some depth. Oh well. Oh well, these are tiny. These are tiny, tiny houses. So they don't need anything special. What else can we put up here, aside from houses? I think the first thing I'm gonna do up here is... I don't even know. Because had these plans for a long time about trade stalls down in the village, but I haven't even begun to examine that. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? Build a... Alright. So, I've got a bit of a builder's block. I can't really figure out what to do. But, that's not going to stop me from doing something with redstone, because that's not building, that's just innovating and inventing. And as I mentioned, one of the things I wanted to do with that was not do some stuff with water, just do piston pushers. And obviously, I don't have what I need here to do it, but obviously my go-to method has been to put repeaters and pressure pads and torches and pistons, but that's going to be a little expensive to do hundreds of times over. So I wanted to see if I could get something out without repeaters specifically that would still allow mobs to spawn here and push them off like that, or from down here. Down here is going to be a little trickier. I think up is the more obvious way to do it. So we're just going to make this a small, because I don't have very many repeaters here in case I need them. So this is going to be our spawn platform. Now obviously we don't want mobs to spawn here, so anywhere we don't want mobs to spawn, it's easy enough to put a half slab down. So we'll start with that. And we need a trigger mechanism. Do I have pressure pads here? I want to see if I can get a pressure pad signal up there. I don't. Well, let's go borrow from these guys then. I think they'll have some wood. Hello, villagers. I haven't been here in ages. You have wood. You have sandstone. Ooh, no wood anywhere, really? What about this guy? Nope, bookcases. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna have to run and cut down a tree. That's okay. That's part of building, I suppose. Running into problems. Well, it's part of when I build. I always forget one thing. Although I thought that one thing was... crap. Oh, right, I was going to work at furnaces. So I didn't bring coal or anything to smelt. So we have no way of testing that, but we're still going to do it. So let's grab a couple pressure pads worth of wood. That'll do. Come on. There we go. Now obviously these will be stone pressure pads in a real application, because we don't want any items jamming the system. Just thinking about doing that, and then doing a line down here. This might be too much redstone dust. I don't know. So now this dust will get powered by these pressure pads, this whole line, which will power a torch. Yeah, okay. So, Jesus, come on. Which will power a torch, which will... Come on, there we go. Power that, which should, I think. Let's get up there. So when I step on this, all of those retract. That's not bad. That is not bad, especially if we're going to have all the mobs spawning at the same time. And in fact, I could have done this, and I may apply this to the Enderman farm. But it's a little big. I want to see if we can get this a little bit more compact. So we need a torch here. At least in terms of width. Like length I can sort of deal with. But can we get that torch off from here? I suppose that's pretty easy, isn't it? That's just with one repeater too. That's one repeater per layer. That still works. That's pretty instant. I like that. I like that. It's still 3 deep. Can we beat it though? Like, I got these tripwires. Let's try tripwires because I think we'll just go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think tripwires are better. Pistons. Now, we need the tripwire there. Need that and that. So we hook these up like so. I think this is going to be the best way to do it, because it's already looking the smallest. If I run the wire on top of the pistons, or do I have to run it behind? Because if I can run it on top... Yep. I can run these pretty much back to back with one block in the middle, and that saves me a little bit of work on rebuilding that once I figure out how to put these in. But I know I can also run this wire around the back like that, and then that will do that. And I can still, I already have pistons, I can still make use, oh, hold up. Oh right, that has to go up one more block. So it does have to be above the pistons, technically. Like that. Yeah, that could work. This could work. I'm liking the layout of this one a little more, to be honest. It just looks better as a mechanism, I think. There we go. And that gets use of every space compared to this one. No, there's still one block off to the side. This one might be cheaper, though. Actually, I think it definitely will be cheaper, because this has one line of redstone. These tripwire hooks are wood, sticks, and iron, which isn't a big deal. I got tons of string from all the abandoned mine shafts, and that's instant. I like that. Also, there's no lighting changes with this, whereas this one has the repeater and the torch. So with all the lighting issues going on, or all the lighting changes, this won't cause any lag whatsoever. Whereas this one will update 3 things. So the easiest way to stop that is to light torches, light it up like that. But so the lighting level doesn't change, but it doesn't matter. So I think I'm going to go with this one. It's nice and simple and works. That's obviously the main criteria. So mob will spawn and get pushed down to his death through that giant tower, which will finish eventually. So we'll destroy this. Huh. Need to be able to destroy pistons faster, I think. Okay. Be cool if there was a wrench or another block that was specifically for destroying redstone things like dispensers or droppers. I think that would be a neat addition, and it would destroy them just as fast as that. And you could also use it to change the orientation. There we go. I'm onto something here. A tool that, when left clicking, would allow you to break redstone items faster, so pistons, dispensers, droppers, hoppers, and right clicking would change the orientation to whichever direction you're or to be looking at you. Here we go. Mojang, get on it. Now, what was I going to do? Right. Use furnaces now, because this is the next addition I want to do. in my world. I'm going to start right here. Oh, that's not a furnace. That's a furnace. Can I burn wooden pressure pads? I think I can. Oh, no, I can put anything in the bottom there. Okay. So the trick with furnaces, from what I understand, is you need 3 hoppers to work them. That's just going to go out the side for now. Items go in the top to smelt. Fuel goes in the back. So that should go in the bottom. That should go in the top. And then stuff should come out the bottom. Let's just have a nap here. I was hoping to squeeze a comparator in there, and I don't think that's going to work unless I jam this against the wall. Oh well. Now the one thing I just wanted to test was with issues like this. So now if that's first, if I put more redstone in, no, it won't. So it'll move on to the next item. So if I put iron and then gold and then iron, it would do all the iron, and then the gold would be next, and then it would do all the gold, and then, yeah. So I just wanted to see if I could do a quick double furnace system. So we'll put a chest down. This is going to be really quick. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I want to see if I can split items specifically between 2 furnaces. Split like that. I could actually put them side by side, I think. And then I could do 2 or 3 of these. So that, I don't even need to do that. I can do a double chest of there for output, which would then feed a minecart or something for pickup. 2 hoppers there, furnace there, hopper there, furnace there. Oh, well, that was easy. I thought this was going to take a lot more time than it did. And then we do that and that. That way, our fuel goes in here. Where's it going? It's going into each hopper. That's good. Not into the furnaces, though. Items to smelt go in there. I think it's just... that's going into the furnace. Okay. And then any items coming out just go in there. Okay, I'm not sure why that's not going into the furnace, but I'm just going to ignore it. And it splits it automatically, so that's cool. That way I can come in, and I don't know if I'm going to have like a side drop chest to drop all the ores off, and then a pickup chest over here to pick everything up. Or I can just come in and drop ores in the top, it'll go down, and it'll all get smelted. That is going to be our next project. But for now, I think I'm going to call it an episode. So if you made it with me to the end of the video, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.